Well, how do you follow that? When I was a young child, I had 3 dreams. One was to be a runner, a coach, and a singer. Sadly, my singing career was shattered when I was eliminated from our school choir at the age of 5. As Meatloaf, the singer, would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I never dreamt that I would be attending the University of Kentucky as a student athlete. And never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that I would be standing here tonight being inducted into the University of Kentucky Athletics Hall of Fame. To say that I'm amazed and humbled will be a huge understatement. I would like to thank Mitch Barnhart and the Hall of Fame committee for bestowing this huge honor upon me. I'd also like to congratulate the other members of the 2016 UK Athletics Hall of Fame. A very wise fellow Brit called Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Throughout my life, I have encountered so many people that have been there to support, inspire, encourage, and guide me to push through adversity and to become the best version of myself that I could become. I had the simple job of putting one foot in front of the other as fast as I could and to follow my dreams. As a kid, wherever I went, I was always running. I just loved to run. I was like Forrest Gump before Forrest Gump even became Forrest Gump. My dad, who had been a cross-country competitor growing up in Ireland, recognized my passion. My dad became my coach. He did everything in his power to encourage me, travel with me near or far to watch me compete. He believed in me, instilled confidence within me. He lifted my spirits when I was discouraged and taught me how to fight back when I was down. Most importantly, he was always my dad first, and he loved me unconditionally. For all his dedication, support, and sacrifice, I will always be so thankful. My mom was a quiet supporter who was always there for me and all our family through thick and thin. She was undoubtedly the most selfless and kindest person I have ever encountered. Whether we were leaving at 4 a.m. in the morning for a race, she would be up with a smile, a nutritious breakfast, and food ready to sustain us throughout the day. There would definitely be a hug and definitely a prayer said for myself and my dad to have a safe and successful day. My mom encouraged us to be humble, to be kind, to be loving, and always be there for people less fortunate than ourselves. My brother and sisters who were always there to support and encourage and love me throughout my success and failures. Even though we are separated by an ocean, we have still remained very close. I'm so thrilled to have my sister Katharina and my brother Kieran with me tonight. Even though my other sister Teresa couldn't be with us tonight, I know she's with us in spirit. So you probably have been wondering how I came from Windsor, England, that boasts a queen and a castle, to Lexington, Kentucky, the horse capital of the world, and a town that I now call my home and where my heart is. It all started with a phone call from Coach Don Weber, inviting me to attend the University of Kentucky as a student athlete. The final decision to attend UK was that my dad said he would come and visit me as he loved horses and horse racing. That's how I came to Kentucky. He kept his promise and attended my graduation, which was one of the proudest moments of my life. Over the years, my dad became a regular visitor in April and October because we all know what happens in Kentucky at that time of the year. I'm very grateful to Coach Pat Etchebury and Coach Weber for believing in me and for their support in helping me to achieve my goals. I will always treasure my years at UK and as a member of the track and cross-country teams with so many great moments with my teammates. I will never forget the 6 a.m. morning runs with Coach Weber following us in his car, the brutal hill workouts, the many rounds around the streets of Lexington. My favorite, though, was the freezing cold days when there was snow and ice on the ground. We ran in the tobacco warehouse, which was the Nutterfield House. And if you could survive that, you could probably survive anything. Being so far away from home, I was so fortunate to have so many wonderful adopted parents and families in my life. Throughout my collegiate years, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, the parents of my roommate, Bev Lewis Lathrop, became my adopted Kentucky parents. They were always there to support and love me. I know my mum and dad always could rest assured that I was in good hands. Sadly, Bev and Mrs. Lewis are no longer with us, but I'm so glad to have Mrs. Lewis with us tonight. Following graduation, I was fortunate enough to encounter many surrogate family members in my life. Ron and Rose Quillen and the Rankin family, who are my West Virginia family. My Lexington mothers, Sharon Blount and Betty Cox, Tibby and Wayne Bell, and their children, Marsha, Lorna, and Robbie. And also a true inspiration to me is Susan Bradley Cox, world champion in triathlon, and I'm very happy that many of them are here to celebrate with us tonight. My husband, Charlie, who I met after a tremendous loss of his beloved wife, Betty, of Huntington's disease, I did not only gain the most loving and caring and kind husband, I also gained the unconditional love of Betty and Charlie's family. Thank you, Charlie, for being my rock and the love of my life. My family in New York, who have always opened their homes and their hearts to me throughout my years as a student and throughout my life. Thank you to my Auntie Bridie and my cousin Kathleen for being here tonight. Thank you for the best work colleagues that I could ever wish for from John's Run Workshop. Thank you to John Sensening and Melody Marshall for recognizing my passion to coach and supporting me with this endeavor. To Tim Wiesenhahn, who introduced me to my husband. He also got me a job at John's Run Workshop. And to the parents of the Lexington Catholic cross-country track team and track parents who allow me to work with their incredible children. Every day that I coach, I'm inspired by the dedication and hard work of our team. Not only are they great athletes, they are dedicated students and all around great people. They keep me laughing and they make me feel young. So I accept this honor tonight, not alone, but with the love and encouragement of so many inspirational people in my life. Thank you.